Look, there is no way I'm winning tonight. That's the fact. I suspected that fact is just here as chump for the champ, fiction to pummel. Then I Googled my opponent and my odds on the board went even lower. And after hearing her piece, I know this fight is not going the distance. But I'm not going down with at least one punch. Why am I so glum on fact, dear right clubbers? We are a culture built on fiction. All men are created equal. Anyone can be president. A college degree will get you a job. Fact is ugly. Fiction is sexy, as evil was. And most of the right club audience, goddamn, you're doing great, guys. Flattery and fiction can win elections. Yes, we can. Fiction is subjective. Fiction. My being asked to perform at this venue is a validation that I belong on this stage with these writers. Fact. I'm still getting paid tonight for my words the exact amount of money I got paid when I started in 1992. Zero! Fiction. We can make a difference in the world and people might notice. Fact, there are 7 billion people in the world. Statistically, any one of us could disappear and it would be like a drop of water evaporating in the Pacific. By the way, to find out the world population, I used a machine, I Googled it, and as I was typing in how many people, it auto-filled have herpes, so I clicked it, you know? And the fact is that 16% of people ages 14 to 49 is infected with genital herpes. That's 1 out of 6. So one of the combatants tonight has herpes. I digress, but that is a fact. Facts are ugly. Fact is, I spend my life creating fictions of the events that have shaped me for my audiences. Fiction gets me out the door. Fiction allows me to stand up here on this stage after that woman and read these words. Fact is, I should be home with my 4-month-old daughter who is adorable, and that is a fact. But my fiction is, my being here, by reading this piece and losing to fiction, I will bring a little bit of awareness to my charity. My fiction is, you might clap for me, and that maybe will make me feel better. My fiction is this performance, this moment. This is the one, as close as I can get out of the approximately 3,900 times I've been in front of an audience in the last 20 years, and that is as close to fact as possible. This is the night I finally break through to someone, the night I get discovered, the night I break out of the 7 billion souls in this world and burn myself into the zeitgeist, and fuck it, I'm in LA, get a fucking sitcom. This is the night. That's my fiction that gets me here. The fact is, 85% of you have already forgotten my name. And 99% of you will forget it by the time you brush your teeth tonight. And if my past shows are correct, there's a decent chance that at least one of you will check out my website and become a slightly dangerous fan who will show up at all my gigs for the next 4 years. Timmy, good to see you again. Thanks. I can't go to the Bright Spot 2002. It was just a nightmare. But anyway, the reason that I will lose to fiction tonight is that when I look back over my own life, I believe in fiction. I crave the fiction. I delight in the fiction, you know? I run from the fact. The fact is that I got a fucked up family. Just like most of you, you know? Mine is no different. The fiction is I can make my fucked up family look really, really funny most of the time. I make a living off of that. I even have come to believe the fiction I tell that my family and my upbringing was quirky and ethnic and fun, you know? For example, here's some of the facts that I've learned about my family in the last 6 months. Just 2 months ago, I was visiting my mom in Boston, and when it was late, we were talking diapers, my new baby, right? And out of the blue, nowhere, she says to me, honey, did I ever tell you that when you were a baby, your grandmother, Mimi, came up from Miami, and she changed your diaper, you know? When she used to visit us, and I hated changing those fucking diapers. Ever since I stabbed you with the safety pin. Why the fuck they call them safety pins, I'll never know. Anyway, your grandmother's changing your diaper. I go out to smoke a butt. I come back in because I forgot my matches. And when I come back in, I caught her pulling a metal tin from her bra and sprinkling some kind of oil on your penis. She was rubbing it in. I said, what the fuck are you doing? And she started screaming at me in Spanish. I knew she could speak more English, and she let on. So I called my dad about it. And he says, mijo, you know, it's an old tradition from Cuba, you know, for the firstborn male, the primogénito, for the grandmother to rub the special oils onto his penis so it will grow big when he gets older. You know, my grandmother did it to me, your grandmother did it to you, and it's a tradition, you know. And you know, with me, and They work pretty good, you know, and really good, you know, kind of amazingly good, you know. Reason number 15 why my parents got divorced. My mom saw a crazy old Cuban lady touching her infant son inappropriately, and my dad saw an ancient ritual bestowing manhood on his female and By the way, every man should have a Cuban grandmother because, my cock is huge. Anyway, after the divorce, my mom raised the 3 boys on our own, and we were children. She won the Super Mom contest, but when we all hit adolescence and menopause at about the same time, she snapped and sent us to live with Uncle Kevin. And listen, I love my Uncle Kevin, but if you ever have to raise 3 boys on your own, and I hope you don't, never, ever, ever send them to live with Uncle Kevin. Because he sits there and he's like, hey, listen, boys and girls, it's a shotgun up here. All you need to do is slam a screwdriver in the can, pull the tab, and suck that shit down. It's like a bullet to the brain, you know? And remember, never drink and drive without a little bottle of Listerine next to you to confuse the breathalyzer. Yeah. I shouldn't laugh, you know, but it's fucking funny, but I'm a bad man, you know, with a huge cock. Let's review. Facts. Crazy mom. Alcoholism rampant in my family. Probably molested as an infant by my grandmother. Fiction. Wacky Cuban-Irish family. I'm a leprechaun. Where's my sitcom? And here, if I doped correctly, is my last haymaker. The fact that we are all gonna die. The fact, hopefully not for many years from now, and the fact that we get up and do something about it anyway. And speaking of theater for charity, that's fact. That's fucking crazy, and that's incredible. The fact that I'm crazy about my wife, and my kid excites me and makes me laugh and scares the shit out of me. The fact that I'm still doing something about it, that's fact.